going to now move on to our leadership for 2024. Obviously, the process we went through was a very open process to ensure that the group had huge influence and huge significance in who they wanted to lead this team forward over the next 12 months. And it was such a fascinating process to, one, get your structures of who you thought, hear the people, hear the impact that they're having, what you're admiring in others, where you're seeing that leadership capacity in everybody. And I think what I take out of it most from that process is we have a very, very, very leaderful team and an environment that we have created together that allows everybody the space, the voice, the opportunity to lead in their own right, which I think is really special. This team doesn't have a hierarchy. This team will never have a hierarchy. This is what makes this team really special. We respect and we trust, we empower, we provide opportunity, and we value the contribution that every single player can make. And that was absolutely reflected in how those nominations came back. There were 5 athletes that featured very consistently in all of the nominations, over 25 nominations that come through. Obviously, our contracted players, our female training partners, our male training partners, and our full-time staff. And so obviously the input and perception and observations and knowledge comes from many different spaces, which is really important because whoever gets the privilege and honour to be in an official leadership position, it's something certainly not to take for granted. But the beauty is that this is your choice. You guys have made these choices. So before I go into the official leadership team, I'd just like to make a couple of shout outs to a couple of key people that featured quite consistently through the nomination process in a number of different ways. And the first one is to Fran Williams. We knew in recruiting Fran that we were getting a great player, a great person, a really emerging leader. And the fact that you've had such an influence and impact in a very, very short time says a lot about who you are and what you're bringing to this team and what you're providing for everyone around you. So my message to you is keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for being yourself and bringing yourself, because it's absolutely been acknowledged through the group in terms of how valuable you've been as a human being, as an athlete in this space. So really, really well done. Well done. Another special acknowledgement goes to Sunday Ariang, and Sunday featured quite consistently from a lot of you as an emerging leader, a future leader, somebody worthy of a leadership group position that is developing in that space. And it's been an area that Sunday's been very clear that she wants to keep growing at and wants to be really immersed in and challenge herself. The version of Sunday that we're getting so far this year has been outstanding. There is a new lease of life in this girl. Not only how you're playing, but your professionalism, your attention to detail, your interactions. It's very easy to forget that you are so young because you have achieved so much in such a short amount of time. The next step for you is really growing into yourself as a leader. And what we'd like to do is offer you a position as an emerging leader, which is going to be an investment from us as a club into you to develop your skill sets as a leader over time, with the vision to hopefully one day you become the next West Coast Fever captain, which is where we see your potential being. So emerging leader will be Sunday Ariang. In terms of our official leadership team, there'll be 3, and the 3 that have been appointed by the group as a collective were consistent across the board in everyone's nominations, and it was very hard to deny the significance of those 3 people. So we'll have a captain and 2 vice captains this year that will lead us to the premiership that we're gunning for and give us every possible chance of being a really well-led team, from being great at what they do as an athlete, but even better as what they do as a person. So the first vice captain we have will be Alice Teague-Neal. So I invite Elsmat to present Alice with a bunch of flowers. Our second vice captain will be none other than Janelle Fowler-Nembard. Okay, so that leaves us to our captain for 2024, guys. And I have to say before we announce this one, in every single nomination, this person was represented, which says a lot about who this person is. And I think anytime you find yourself in a really honourable position, privileged position to be a captain, the number one thing you want to know is that you've got the backing of the team, the program, the environment to lead the team forward. And it's a real reflection of who this person is, the way they go about their business, the type of leadership style that is really fitting for what we're trying to create here. And nothing is more important than being respected and trusted by your peers. And there is no one better than a team first person that is going to be our captain for 2024, and that is Jess Ant. And wandering around outside the building this morning, there are a couple of people. So I'd like to welcome in Bev and DB.
Yeah, obviously, thank you. It's a massive privilege to be named as the leader of this club. And like Mum said, I have actually followed Fever for so long. And I remember sitting on the baseline watching Andrew Gilmore as someone who I really looked up to. And so to now be named and selected by my peers as well is incredible. Dan touched on it before, this team is a team of leaders, and so I don't want people to change that. I'm obviously not the biggest talker, as long as you know, so for us all to bring our best leadership style is what I want, and I want to see the best out of everyone, and that's just the way that I want us to continue on. And I'm just very excited for this new team. Just the feel, the freshness, the energy, I think we're going to go great places, so yeah, thank you to everyone.
So that is our leadership team, guys. Jess is our captain, Alice and Jay as our vice captains, and Sunday in there as our emerging leader as well. Jess, just on behalf of the team, again, congratulations. You are absolutely ready for this opportunity. It's your time. You've grown significantly throughout your whole career. It's so great that a young kid that dreamed of playing for Fever, that loved Fever, is now getting to lead the club. And you've earned everything that you've got along the way, and embrace who you are as a leader. The unique traits around you are why you are here, and you are a better leader with everybody else around you doing what we've been doing. And I really encourage the group, and I want to be really clear on these words, don't change a thing. What's working really well for us right now is creating this equality, this championing this equality within our environment, where everyone has a voice, a platform, an opportunity. And while some have the privilege to be in those official capacities, they are better because of the collective group, all right? So never shy away from the difficult conversations, never shy away from the leadership moment, to get around somebody, to praise someone's effort, to speak up when you feel like there's something to contribute. That is the beauty of this team, all right? So capture what's special about it. Keep it at the real essence of what we do every single day. It's what's going to get us to where we want to go to. And we've got some great people leading the way, and that's every single person in this room. So congratulations, guys. Well done. I'm really excited as to where we're heading and how we're tracking. And a really special thank you to the three ladies at the front for being a part of this. It's so great to connect to our past, but you are very much a part of our present and our future as well. So a big round of applause to everybody, guys. Well done.